Hi everyone. This is a coronavirus stay-at-home special. I never thought I would do it, but I actually wanted to talk very honestly about my feelings with you, which is weird since this is internet and this is a video upload, and but what can you do? So you hear a lot about people who are, when it comes to arts and creative work, who are super productive and super motivated, and I find it even really surprising and inspirational that a lot of people start tutoring online and teaching online, and amazing. I don't know how you do it. I'm not so fast in being flexible and switching ideas. In fact, I wanted to show you a very vulnerable side of mine, because I think when you're becoming an artist and when you choose to live a life as an artist, it would be an absolute lie to tell you that it's only a bed of roses. So I'm happy that actually I'm healthy, my kids are healthy, but I tell you the truth, I'm totally overwhelmed by homeschooling, by having both kids at home, by not being able to have a certain amount of time to let creativity take in and take place. And of course, this mass feeling of might getting ill and not meeting people. For instance, my mom is stuck in Australia. Thank God she's with my sister, so she's in wonderful hands. I cannot deny it. It's a weird feeling. I don't know if you encounter this. I sometimes in my head feel that composers are like, oh great, nothing has changed for me, I stay at home and compose. But is it really like this? I'm not even inspired to compose. And maybe there's a difference if you have kids or not, but I actually need you guys for a change now. I need you to send me some lines, how you cope with that, to send me inspiration, to let me know, because a lot of concerts of mine have been cancelled for the 6 weeks. Some people from concert venues and opera houses have contacted me, but basically because of things that are not that important. So you feel that people are without work and without inspiration. And I wonder, does this stay-at-home thing affect you as a musician in a positive or negative way? I have to admit, it does not affect me in a positive way. It was difficult for me to get some performances canceled as a lecturer, where I talk about leadership, which I love a lot, and some courses I should have given, concert I should have had, musikverein with some colleagues I really was looking forward to, and in other venues. So this sudden cancellation, and I never ever in my life, thank God, had to cancel a concert. It's like a little shock, and these are luxury problems. So suddenly I'm here not knowing what my purpose is. Okay, yes, raising the kids. And now here's the thing. They're having the best time of their lives without school and kindergarten. So I'm starting to get afraid of the life I will have being back to reality or the normal life I had before the stay-at-home thing. And of course, as you can see, I'm at the countryside, so I'm not in Vienna at the moment. And boy, I really want to know how you cope with that. And either you drop me a line on a private message or via my homepage or via my YouTube email, you see. And of course, I will attach a little technical trick for you as well that I shot with wonderful Lukas Beck. But I have to tell you, this staying at home thing, as a conductor, where I'm dependent on a huge group of people, it doesn't work for me. And funny thing is, I thought I wouldn't mind because I'm actually quite sociophobic, so I'm quite shy in a big group of people, and I rather, I am rather alone with my diary and my scores in a cafe. But I like watching people, but I don't like being with them so much, because as a conductor you have to interact with the huge group of people all the time. And even if you give lectures and have interviews or performances where you have to talk about your profession or about leadership in front of a huge group of people. But boy, I tell you, really, this COVID thing, I don't know, this is, what week are we in now? Week number 2, starting week number 3. I even lost count of the weeks. Please tell me how you deal with it. Because I don't know where this is going. And I don't feel as creative as Pushkin was, maybe. Or I don't know who. And the muse hasn't kissed me at all. Maybe you have an idea what a jobless composer could do. I mean, yes, you could compose with 2 kids at home. I would be happy to listen to your ideas. And let's stay in touch and stay healthy. At the end of the day, it's the most important thing. But I also believe in mental health. It's also important. So let's cross fingers for better times. Bye for now, and good health to you. Let's talk about different attitudes you should have as a conductor during one concert. I'm talking about the attitudes you have while conducting an overture versus, for instance, conducting a solo concerto. Now, the thing is, the position of the conductor mentally and attitude-wise changes immediately as soon as you have a soloist, because you are the one who has to communicate between the soloist and the orchestra. So actually, you have to change your mental conception during that piece, or from the very beginning of that piece. Because your job as a conductor, which is very difficult having a soloist, is to make room and space for your soloist. So you have to make sure that you take care of the orchestra and give a lot of freedom to your soloist to make able that the soloist can be free, spread the wings, and do whatever she or he is supposed to do or wants to do. So I find it easier to have the attitude of someone very, very modest, who's a little bit behind the curtain, and the soloist is the one who's in front of the curtain. Because of course, if we, for instance, conduct Mahler or Dvorak symphony or whatever you name it, something big, you cannot hide behind the curtain. You know what I'm talking about. But as soon as you have the soloist, I mean, you cannot go like, oh my God, yes, this is so amazing. No, be modest and let he or she be the diva or divo, because it is their moment. And if you think of that, you'll see this will be a wonderful, wonderful thing also for the audience and the orchestra. And the thing you would need to practice in time is to change this mental attitude quickly. Because when you do the overture without the solist, you have the different attitude. You take room, you make space for yourself and your orchestra. Then you go off the stage, you change quickly. Okay, I'm now a little bit behind the curtain, I have my soloist. So then you serve the soloist and try to connect orchestra and soloist. Then there's the break, you have a little bit more time to switch your attitude again, and then you do your big symphony or whatever is on the menu. So experiment with that thought also during the day when you do just normal errands, when you're in a shop or not a shop or in the woods. How to change that attitude. A conductor can have many, many mental colors and should have. And let me know about your results. Subscribe.